Hello everyone and welcome to my channel, Riverside Life. My name is San and I chose to not only launch my channel on December 31st. Right now it's December 31st and 2021. It is now 1:30 in the afternoon. And the reason, well, basically I chose to launch my channel today. It wasn't really planned that way, but it kind of makes sense to do it now. Um, I just read in the news, I'm in Canada, so I just read in the news that in the province where I am in Canada, in Quebec, tonight, we begin the second round of province-wide curfew. So I'd been meaning to sort of do this vlog for quite some time, because as much as we're quite aware that there are a lot of people who've been suffering since the beginning of the pandemic, or should I say pandemic, since the beginning of the situation. So a lot of people have been suffering from being isolated, from being home, not being able to get out, or basically not being able to go to the restaurant or go to the gym or different places like that. And we talk a lot of, there's a lot of talk about people who feel isolated, who feel that they're being confined, or feel trapped, feel restricted. There's a lot of talk about this, but there's not much talk. Anyways, from my end, from my perspective, there's not much talk about those people like me who we've been able to cope with all this isolation stuff. Just to give you a little idea, when we began with the situation 2 years ago, almost 2 years ago, I had been asking my bosses to move my practice online. Basically, what I was dreaming about, what I was hoping for, was to be able to work from home, to work online. And just so you know, I'm an English teacher. So I should say I'm a language teacher, because I don't only teach English, I also teach French and Spanish. So, and I do a whole lot of other things that obviously I intend to share with you on this vlog, on this channel. So yeah, I had been bugging my bosses, and literally bugging my bosses, since about 2015 about moving my teaching online, because I felt that basically I was using all my tools online. So I mean, that's basically it. Is I didn't know why I would have to wait. I didn't know why I would have to wait I would have to stay in class. And I can understand there are teachers out there, phys ed teachers, science teachers who need to do labs. I totally understand that it can be a little challenging to do that online. But in my case, there's not much challenge to be had. I've been using, all my material has come from being online. So for me, it was something, the beginning of the situation was probably the most positive element of this whole thing. And I know it's hard to find something positive about it, but that's what I found. So having been online for almost 2 years now, more than 2 years, because before we entered the situation, I was not only I was already online. I had already been online since 2013, And the only thing is I was kind of splitting my time between being online and being in a physical classroom. And just so you know, from 2013 up until last year, I taught children online, and I kind of, oh, it kind of overlapped. But about 3 years ago, I began to teach online. I began to teach children, but also after that, like I began to overlap children and adults, and now I only teach adults. I don't teach children anymore. So, but it's been like that for a good 3 years now. That like for the first year, I overlapped children and adults, and now I only, like, it's been 2 years now that it's only adults. So and it's, I mean, it's been very, for me, it's been the best, like it's been the best experience so far. So simply put, it's when we were forced to go online, I was probably the only teacher and I was probably the only teacher from my staff who went hallelujah. Now, a lot of other teachers were, I mean, there were, considering we were in March, um, a lot of other teachers began to panic, and wanted to keep up with whatever social events, social things were going on, like in the normal. So, but for me, I was very happy, really happy, and don't I can't blame myself. I have to forgive myself because it took me a long time to come to realize that, um, well, first of all, I'm not the only one. I have a number of teacher friends, or even a number of friends who who have other careers, who they have other careers, and it's been a blessing for them as well to be able to be online all the time. And I mean, I teach a clientele that has been online for 2 years now, and they're perfectly fine with it. There is some of them wish they could go back to the office full time, but I would say the majority of the people I teach would like to go back to the office, yes, but maybe 2 or 3 days a week, 2 or 3 days a week, no more than that. But to get back to the feeling that I had, and it took me a long time to come to this realization, but it's simply that I know, um, that I know, like I've known for about a year that I'm not the only one who feels comfortable being at home, who doesn't necessarily feel confined or trapped or imprisoned. I mean, I can still go to the grocery store, so I'm not, I'm not prevented from sustaining myself. I'm still able to go for a walk outside, so again, I'm not prevented from exercise. And I am not prevented, like I can still go to different places, which doesn't prevent me from doing anything. So I don't necessarily feel trapped, but basically it only came to me a few months ago that I could share my experience with you. And those people who maybe are having a harder time figuring out like how to cope with the situation, how to cope with the restrictions, how to cope with being home and not being able to get out, not having not necessarily having choices. And I'm not saying that this vlog will resonate. I'm not saying that the vlogs on this channel will resonate with everyone, because I know there are people who cannot. It's it's in them. They have to socialize. They have to be out there every day. I'm thinking of I'm thinking of sales reps. Sales reps, if they're not said, and when I say sales reps, I mean sales representatives, they have it in them that they have to go visit their clients. They have to go out there every day to talk to people. They have to talk to people. They have to be in constant, like they have to socialize. They have to be in constant interaction with people. It's not really my case. Can I say I'm an introvert? I don't know if I'm an introvert. I really don't know. What I know is I have a very selected circle of friends. Those are people whom I have known for either a very long time or almost my entire life, and so those people are, I guess, my support system. But those people are the people that I can get together with. And maybe again, it's something that is completely, maybe I'm an isolated case in that sense, but, and I guess I'm not an isolated case because are, most of my friends are far away from me. And the family members that I became close to over the years are also far away from me. They're not in the same, not only not in the same city, but they're not in the same province, they're not in the same country. So I have friends in Canada and they're spread across Canada. So for me, when the situation hit, and I would say it's the same, I can speak for my friends also. When the situation hit, we were already used to the Skype stuff, the Zoom stuff, the Teams, the Google Meet, whatever. We were already used to that. We were already used to talking to each other and not being together physically together. We were already used to that. We were already used to the texting part, already used to all this. So I guess I could say that with the situation, for me, the situation changed a little bit, but not that much. So the whole reason for my blog, as it is December 31st, 2021, I'm pretty sure some of you will see this maybe next year, maybe in 6 months, I don't know. But the whole reason for my vlog is simply to try and share with you what it is that I do on a daily basis, the types of things that have I've adapted to. Or I mean, it wasn't that much not much adapting, but not much adaptation, but it's just to maybe if in some way my vlogs can bring you ideas, or my sharing what I do every day. I mean, honestly, I have a car and I probably take my car once or twice a week just to go to the grocery store and just to like run my errands basically. Um, but I can say that my car hasn't moved that much from my parking lot. I live in a building and my car hasn't moved that much from my parking lot. So it's and I don't go on walks every day, but I'm hoping that, well, I'm hoping if my vlog, I'll come back to that, if my vlog can resonate with any of you and help you cope, if it can help you cope with the situation wherever you are around the world, if it can help you cope with the situation, it is sort of the reason that I'm creating this vlog, that I'm beginning this vlog. Interestingly enough, we received, well, I guess we can't say we received the news, but yesterday, which was Thursday, December 30th, there was a press conference given by our premier, Prime Minister of Quebec, to say that starting tonight, December 31st, New Year's Eve, that starting tonight there is a curfew for the next 3 weeks, and it starts tonight. So the curfew tonight starts. Well, basically the curfew. The new rules with the curfew is that everybody has to be inside their houses by 10 p.m., and that is until 5 a.m. So, as they announced, it'll be for the next 3 weeks. And obviously, this decision can be reviewed in 3 weeks. So my guess is, I have a feeling that the curfew might be extended. It might be a repeat of what we had last year. Well, when I say last year, what we had last winter, which was we had a curfew. I'm not even sure. I think it was from October to something like March or April. I don't remember exactly for sure. But so I have a feeling that it might be extended. But again, what I'm hoping is that with this vlog, I'm hoping, I'm in, my intention is to share with you what it is that I do with coping. I don't go out that much. I tend to do everything inside my two apartment doors. So I'm hoping that my vlog will maybe bring you some ideas on how to cope with the situation without. I'm not saying that all of this is easy to deal with. It's not. There are days, I mean, I'm human too. There are days that I find it hard, other days that I find it less hard. But I'm hoping to I'm hoping to be able to give you a sense of hope, or give you share with you some ideas, or ideas on how to cope with the whole situation. And I feel like I'm repeating myself quite a bit, but hey, this is it. So on that note, whenever you see this video, or however you see this video, I am obviously right now, considering the time it is, I feel like wishing you a very happy 2022, hoping that hoping only for the best for all of you, and hoping also that we can find some way to cope with all of this. So on that note, whenever you see this, please, if this resonates with you, or if you feel like this vlog is giving you any ideas that are good, or that you feel it resonates, or I guess to some extent, you're happy to have the experience of watching this video. Obviously, this is a very plain video, and I intend to bring more content to it, and I'll try to bring content at least every week or every other week. But please like, share, subscribe, hit the bell to be notified of my future videos. And if you have any comments, please leave them. And you should find in the description box, you should find pretty much all the information that you need that could answer your questions. If ever not, then the information will be in the description to if you want to email me. But please do comment if you have any comments to leave. And I guess on that note, I will see you next time. So depending on where you see depending on when you see this, if you see this December 31st, 2021, then I hope you have a great busting in the new year. If ever you see this at another time, sorry, there was a fly. If you see this at another time during the year, or even a year from now or 2 years from now, the wish still stands. I wish all the best. I wish you all the best. So God bless, and I will see you next time.